finally time to take this thing off the rotisserie. So I'm fixing to roll this up to the front, and I've got my straps here, hook it on the hoist, and set it on this body, hopefully for the last time. So let's get this thing rolled up to the front. Alright, Bruce, it's finally the moment of truth here. All this hundreds of hours of the work here, we're going to merge the two for the first time. Let's start putting this thing up under here. Almost down about 5 weeks away from seaming. This is what I've got. I finally got the body on, thank goodness. You can see how the motor looks. It looks great in there. Kind of looks like an old gasser or something the way that motor is sitting in there. I got your radiator over here. I'm fixing to redo all that. I've been using it for mock-up in and out, but it's never been, this time it'll be painted, dressed, and installed forever. Got a bunch of parts coming for it. I've got parts over there curing. Got a wiring harness for the engine bay over there. I've had it in and out a million times, so it's got to be completely cleaned up, retaped, reworked and installed. But before I do that, I got to finish the inner fenders and that radiator and all that, so the wire go through it. I've got all the wiring in the back here. Let me show you how that's looking. Here's all the wiring from inside, and it was a 4-door, and it had speakers, and it had a hatch, and had all the stuff that I need to kind of wiggle out of it. I don't want to whittle away anything that has anything to do with the computer. So this is going to just be kind of cut and shoved to fit. You kind of see in there, I've already put a few of the items in on your dash and got it sound deadened. So far so good. I'm going to try to whittle your instrument cluster down from the Explorer and make it as small as possible. I'll probably plug it back in and have it up in the dash kit somewhere and just let it run. I'll keep up with mileage and make it where you can look up at it from under the dash and make sure there's no check engine lights on. There's a lot of stuff in there that would be good to have running with the computer. So, Bruce, well, it's around the clock now. We've got just under 5 weeks to go. I've got all your console parts and steering column and stuff. We're just going to have to dye most of this. I'm not going to have time to get the steering wheel wrapped. We'll do it after the show, but I can get it all dyed and in place for the show. You can see how the car is coming with the body set. Everything's starting to fit in place, and that's the beauty of being able to completely assemble this thing and take it apart. A lot of times I don't have that advantage, but this time I've had the advantage of completely putting it together, taking it apart, and I've done it a numerous amount of times. Over here on the table over here, to give you an idea of what I'm doing on the wiring harness, I've had to take all your wiring harness out of the Explorer and unsheath it, pull out every kind of fastening point on it, and it was a trash bag full of stuff. Then I go back in the wiring and I have to make it lay the way I want it to lay, like moving the wiper wiring inside the cabin and stuff like that. So it's a lot of time going in this wiring, and I'll show you about it in a minute. Here's your instrument cluster. I want to take advantage of the center part of this. I don't know if I can pull this off, but it plugs right in and has a CAN bus of information that goes into here, like your traction control, your mileage, your headlights, and all the stuff that goes on with that. And I'd like to have that up inside there. I may not, but I'm going to try to whittle this down and get it in here. So let's take a look inside the car. Inside the car here, you can see how the interior wiring's coming along. I had to disconnect all 4 doors and the posts and all that and combine that wiring into 2 so that I can run it to the back and merge it all together. But so far, everything about the wiring harness is exactly the way it was in the Explorer. Like, you've got a rollover switch under here. You'll have the anti-lock brakes. You'll have everything that the Explorer had when I get done with this. So far, so good in here. But it's a lot going on. I'm fixing to put in the rearview mirror wiring up in there. Tony at Redline Lumtronics has your headlight, your headliner light ready, and your headlights ready, and he's fixing to ship those out. So I can't wait to see those and get that in place. But it's a lot to do in just under 5 weeks. So let's go to the booth, and I'll show you what I got going on in the booth. All right, in the booth here, these are some of the last parts for inner fenders and splashes and bumper supports and all that. I mocked them all up as we were building the vehicle, and then I just put them to the side in a pile of neat and finishing. So everything here needed a little more welding, a little more grinding, a little more sealing. So now it's time to put it all in epoxy, and then we'll put a lot of it, go ahead and be put in semi-gloss 2K paint. And then we'll come back and I'm going to Raptor liner the back side of a lot of the inner fenders, the battery box cover and stuff like that. So you can see there's a lot to do. I still got your wheels back here. I still got to mock all that up and get that ready to go. The inner fenders, I never did finish up the inner fenders. We mocked it all up, but now it's time to really detail and make that nice. So a lot to do here in less than 5 weeks, so let's get to work.